Café by RELEM, the 2022 International Lasallian Days for Peace closing program, co-organized by RELEM Young Lasallians. Some reminders for our participants who are joining us in Zoom this evening. When you join the Zoom meeting, please immediately click on the globe interpretation icon to select your preferred listening language. See the photo below. Please change your Zoom name using the format language group - name. For example, English - Sally. Please keep your microphones on mute when you are not speaking. To have a more immersive experience, change to active speaker mode. This can be done by clicking on View on the top right corner of your Zoom call and select Speaker. Thank you. We will begin our program shortly. Hi! Welcome to Lasallian Café by RELEM, the 2022 International Lasallian Days for Peace closing program, co-organized by RELEM Young Lasallians. Some reminders for our participants who are joining us in Zoom this evening. When you join the Zoom meeting, please immediately click on the globe interpretation icon to select your preferred listening language. See the photo below. Please change your Zoom name using the format language group - name. For example, English - Sally. Please keep your microphones on mute when you are not speaking. To have a more immersive experience, change to active speaker mode. This can be done by clicking on View on the top right corner of your Zoom call and select Speaker. Thank you. We will begin our program shortly.
The Lasallian Women of Hope program is a compassionate outreach to females attending Lasallian schools around the globe. Through the program's grants, women and girls are empowered to overcome small challenges which would otherwise impede their continuing education. The mission of Lasallian Women of Hope is to ensure girls and women enjoy full access to Lasallian education. Beginning as a small project providing grassroots female empowerment, Lasallian Women of Hope provides sustainable solutions to mitigate obstacles impeding educational access. Through its grants, Lasallian Women of Hope delivers creative, effective, and durable solutions to educational inequities for girls and women.
Hi! Welcome to Lasallian Café by RELEM, the 2022 International Lasallian Days for Peace closing program, co-organized by RELEM Young Lasallians. Some reminders for our participants who are joining us in Zoom this evening.
When you join the Zoom meeting, please immediately click on the globe interpretation icon to select your preferred listening language. See the photo below. Please change your Zoom name using the format language group dash name. For example,
English dash Sally.
Please keep your microphones on mute when you are not speaking. To have a more immersive experience, change to active speaker mode. This can be done by clicking on View on the top right corner of your Zoom call and select Speaker. Thank you. We will begin our program shortly.
Hi! Welcome to Lasallian Café by RELEM, the 2022 International Lasallian Days for Peace closing program, co-organized by RELEM Young Lasallians. Some reminders for our participants who are joining us in Zoom this evening.
When you join the Zoom meeting, please immediately click on the globe interpretation icon to select your preferred listening language. See the photo below. Please change your Zoom name using the format language group dash name. For example,
English dash Sally.
Please keep your microphones on mute when you are not speaking. To have a more immersive experience, change to active speaker mode. This can be done by clicking on View on the top right corner of your Zoom call and select Speaker. Thank you. We will begin our program shortly.
Construisons notre monde avec de la salle. 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 Vivez l'éducation, vivez la mission, vivez de la salle, maintenant et à jamais. Chantons pour la paix avec de la salle. Nous partageons le même rêve avec de la salle. Unissons nos voix pour des nouvelles voies dans le monde entier en tant que Lasalliens. Construisons notre monde avec de la salle. 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 Vivez l'éducation, vivez la mission, vivez de la salle, maintenant et à jamais. Mettez dans nos cœurs le flambeau de la salle. Tenez l'esprit de foi et de zèle. Proclamez partout le signe d'étoile. Vouez votre vie pour de la salle. Construisons notre monde avec 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 de la salle. Vivez l'éducation, vivez la mission, vivez de la salle, maintenant et à jamais. Incarner l'éducation pour chacun. Allumer la flamme d'amour pour se défavoriser. L'âme qui met dans nos corps sans prendre de congé. Pour l'amour de Dieu sur un projet. Construisons notre monde avec de la salle. 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 Vivez l'éducation, vivez la mission, vivez de la salle, maintenant et à jamais. Poussez l'éducation, changer un monde nouveau. Aider la société par de la salle le flambeau. Poussez l'éducation, changer un monde nouveau. Aider la société par de la salle le flambeau. Pousser l'éducation, changer un monde nouveau. Aider la société par de la salle le flambeau. Construisons notre monde avec de la salle. 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 Vivez l'éducation, vivez la mission, vivez de la salle, maintenant et à jamais. Mettez nos cœurs le flambeau de la salle. Tenez l'esprit de foi et de zèle. Proclamez partout le signe d'étoile. Vouez votre vie pour de la salle. Construisons notre monde avec de la salle. Construisons notre monde avec de la salle. Construisons notre monde avec de la salle. Vivez de la salle, maintenant et à jamais. incarner l'éducation pour chacun, allumer la flamme d'amour pour se défavoriser, l'âme qui met dans nos corps sans prendre de congé, pour l'amour de Dieu sur un projet.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone from around the world. We are back live with you for the closing program of the Lasallian International Days for Peace 2022. Thank you once again for being here with us. What a beautiful opening song that was called Avec de la Salle. A massive thank you to our Lasallian friends from RELEM or the Lasallian region of Africa and Madagascar for putting this wonderful song together. In a special way, we would like to thank and give a shout out to Jeanette Patrick, Brother Ubain Andre, Mbola Lin Basic, Batu, as well as Karen and Irene Soa. Let us all give them a virtual round of applause and maybe some little heart emojis to spread some love around. Once again, before we continue, allow me to introduce myself. I am Clifford Miranda, a young Lasallian from Malaysia, and I'm blessed to have the pleasure of working with young Lasallians and partners from all over the Pacific Asia Regional Conference, or more commonly known as PARC, and I'm joined today by my co-host, the most wonderful, the most amazing, Luz.
Hello everyone, I'm Luz Voies from Mexico, and thank you to all for joining us today. Welcome to everyone, and thank you for being here. Please type in the Zoom chat or comment on social media, where are you from?
We are again currently live from across the world on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, Young Lasallians, as well as many other social media pages throughout the network. We would love to know where you are from, so please comment in the comment section below.
Comment.
Do get your keyboards typing. Do let us know where you're from. Don't be shy.
So we can type it. Hello Panama, how are you? Hola a todos por allá.
Hey Leon, thank you for joining us.
Hi,
Yep.
Nicaragua, ¿cómo están? Guatemala,
Italy is here with us too.
Philippines, Madagascar.
Guatemala, welcome.
Bienvenidos todos. Clifford, why don't you share with the audience the process of our online session today?
Sure thing, Luz. Today's session will be composed of two parts. The first, a prayer and a sharing of ILDP activities done throughout the month, which will be shown on the online broadcast. Secondly, we would have the Lasallian Café on Zoom. This is something new that we would like to share with you. The Lasallian Café is a platform for young Lasallians to discuss different topics in small groups and have the chance to share their ideas and thoughts with different people from different countries. This will be done on Zoom through the breakout rooms. For our audience on social media, you can still join us by scanning the QR code, flash, or clicking the link which is pinned on the Facebook and YouTube comment section. So it's not too late to join us. You still have a chance of either scanning the QR code or looking up the link which is attached to the comment section in our social media.
So, again, for our social media audience, you can continue to join us on Zoom by scanning the QR code. that appears on the screen or clicking on the link that is posted on the comment section on Facebook and YouTube. So go and QR the code. Scan the code.
We would like to acknowledge and thank our co-organizer for the closing program of the 2022 ILDP as they helped us prepare the program for today. This amazing team of young Lasallians are our friends and partners from the Lasallian region of Europe and the Mediterranean, or more commonly known as RELEM. They will also be sharing with us a prayer which they have prepared as we begin our time together today.
At this time, I would like to call our young Lasallians from RELEM to lead us in this moment of prayer. They will lead their prayer today with translation in English, Spanish, and French on the screen for all of you to follow. Thank you and welcome, young Lasallians of RELEM.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our closing service for the International Lasallian Days for Peace. During this month, we've thought about how we can each build new pathways for peace. Now more than ever, we need renewed faith, creativity to explore new ways, and courage to be bold in our quest for peace. We begin today with our shared moment of prayer by saying, "Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God."
En el camino de Maús, Jesús. Dos de los discípulos se dirigían aquel mismo día a un pueblo llamado Emaús, a unos 11 kilómetros de Jerusalén. Iban hablando de todo lo que había pasado, y mientras conversaban y discutían, Jesús mismo se les acercó y se puso a caminar a su lado. Pero, aunque le veían, algo les impedía reconocerle. Jesús les preguntó, ¿de qué venís hablando por el camino? Ellos se detuvieron tristes y uno, llamado Cleofás, contestó, seguramente tú eres el único que, habiendo estado en Jerusalén, no sabe lo que allí ha sucedido estos días. Jesús les preguntó, ¿qué ha sucedido? Le dijeron, lo de Jesús de Nazaret, que era un profeta poderoso en hechos y palabras delante de Dios y de todo el pueblo. Los jefes de los sacerdotes y nuestras autoridades lo entregaron para que lo condenaran a muerte y lo crucificaran. Nosotros teníamos la esperanza de que él fuese el libertador de la nación de Israel, pero ya han pasado 3 días desde entonces. Sin embargo, algunas de las mujeres que están con nosotros nos han asustado, pues fueron de madrugada al sepulcro y no encontraron el cuerpo. Y volvieron a casa contando que unos ángeles se les habían aparecido y les habían dicho que Jesús está vivo. Algunos de nuestros compañeros fueron después al sepulcro y lo encontraron todo como las mujeres habían dicho, pero no vieron a Jesús. Entonces, Jesús les dijo: «Qué faltos de comprensión sois y cuánto os cuesta creer todo lo que dijeron los profetas. ¿Acaso no tenía que sufrir el Mesías estas cosas antes de ser glorificado?». Luego se puso a explicarles todos los pasajes de la Escritura que hablaban de él, comenzando por los libros de Moisés y siguiendo por todos los libros de los profetas. Al llegar al pueblo a donde se dirigían, Jesús hizo como si fuera a seguir adelante, pero ellos le obligaron a quedarse y dijeron: «Quédate con nosotros, porque ya es tarde y se está haciendo de noche». A esto entró, pues, Jesús y se quedó con ellos. Cuando estaban sentados a la mesa, tomó en sus manos el pan y, habiendo dado gracias a Dios, lo partió y se lo dio. En ese momento se les abrieron los ojos y reconocieron a Jesús, pero él desapareció. Se dijeron el uno al otro: «¿No es cierto que el corazón nos ardía en el pecho mientras nos veía hablando por el camino y nos explicaba las Escrituras?». Sin esperar a más, se pusieron en camino y regresaron a Jerusalén, donde encontraron reunidos a los 11 apóstoles y a los que estaban con ellos. Estos les dijeron: «Verdaderamente ha resucitado el Señor y se ha aparecido a Simón». Entonces ellos contaron lo que les había pasado en el camino y cómo reconocieron a Jesús al partir el pan. Palabra de Dios.
Êtes-vous déjà allé quelque part juste pour fuir quelque chose? C'est peut-être ce qui se passe dans cette histoire. Les disciples viennent de subir ce qui a probablement été la plus grande déception de leur vie. Ils avaient abandonné tout ce qu'ils connaissaient pour suivre Jésus, et avec sa mort, tout est parti en fumée, les laissant vides et se demandaient ce qu'ils allaient faire ensuite. Dans nos vies, arrive-t-il que notre chemin soit un chemin que nous empruntons pour nous échapper? Avons-nous trop souffert et essayé d'oublier dans le chemin des bars, des films, des fêtes, de l'alcool pour éviter la réalité? Vite, vite, en courant dans nos vies sans regarder en arrière. Ou avons-nous choisi les chemins de l'ignorance des personnes, des lieux, des actes qui nous ont déçus? Avons-nous fui les situations difficiles au lieu de les résoudre? Avons-nous choisi de mépriser ou de rejeter les personnes qui nous ont fait du mal? Autant de réactions humaines normales. Mais voilà que Jésus entre dans l'histoire et le chemin est changé, le cœur brûlant à l'intérieur. En le rencontrant et en le reconnaissant, ils ont le courage de retourner à Jérusalem, d'affronter leurs peurs, les questions embarrassantes, de trouver une nouvelle façon de voir la situation. Ils choisissent un nouveau chemin. De même, nous sommes invités à regarder notre situation avec les yeux de Dieu, qui aime chacun. Choisissez une situation difficile ou conflictuelle dans votre vie. Comment pouvez-vous voir la relation ou le conflit d'une manière nouvelle? Quel nouveau chemin pouvez-vous suivre pour qu'une nouvelle vie vienne dans cette situation?
Many paths are possible towards peace. Which path does God want you to follow now to foster peace around you? Some are big acts, some are more simple of the everyday life, but they all demand courage to walk with open hearts and eyes so that we see signs of your presence around us. Open our hearts, Lord, so that we may receive your peace and love, and empower us to pass this on to others through our example. Amen.
Al final, como Comunidad Lasalliana Internacional, te pedimos que recorras con nosotros ese camino, que seáis lo suficientemente valientes como para probar esos caminos fuera de la carretera o rutas desconocidas. en la confianza de que caminamos juntos con el Señor a nuestro lado. El primer paso en este viaje juntos, y que es una simple ofrenda de paz, es el de la sonrisa. San Juan Bautista de la Salle, pray for us. Leave Jesus in our hearts forever.
Of RELEM for leading us in this prayer. Most of all, thank you very much for helping us to co-host this online program for the International Lasallian community. We will get back to the second part, the online program, which is the Lasallian Café.
That's right, Ruth. As we move to the next part of the program, we are truly blessed and humbled to be graced with the presence of one of our newest General Counselor of the Institute of the Brothers of the Christian Schools. Let us all put our hands together in a virtual round of applause and welcome Brother Joel Palut, who is here with us currently live in the LS Media studio from the Generalate in Rome, Italy. Hi, brother. Thank you for joining us today, and good evening to you over there.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you, so to say, virtually in our mother house here in Rome. Thank you for the Young Lasallian RELEM team for organizing this event, and many thanks also for the international team around that host the event and provide the technical support for this event. We are gathered today to celebrate peace. All the initiatives you have launched in recent weeks in favor of peace. And many thanks also to those who volunteered to share their experience and maybe bring some good new ideas to our toolbox. Celebrating peace seems a kind of paradox at this particular time. If you log on to any screen today, you will notice that. War in Ukraine, tensions around Taiwan, refugees crossing borders, climate displacement, political opponents threatened or imprisoned, food crisis. This very afternoon, a few hours ago, 5 people shot dead in Chad. These images assault us. Perhaps the best thing to do is to disconnect and live by limiting our horizon to our daily lives. But even then, it's difficult to escape the sometimes tense relationships in your neighborhood, maybe the bullying in your school playground, maybe insulting comments on your favorite social media. It seems that the struggle for peace is everywhere. As we reread the legacy of Jean-Baptiste de La Salle today, we see fraternity as a major contribution. Jean-Baptiste de La Salle did not invent the school. Sorry for the spoiler. He chose to educate young people from this particular position, which is that of the brother. The aim was to create in the school bounds of brotherhood, of fraternity, which make peace possible. Perhaps a peace never fully achieved, but lived in such a way that we can no longer feel inevitably condemned to violence. And this fraternity is the first step towards a possible peace. The 46th General Chapter, which has ended just last May, insists on our responsibility to make our world more fraternal. It's the first and maybe main pathway among the 7 pathways opened by this chapter. Is it a naive dream? One day, someone committed in a solidarity project was told, "Oh, you should give up. You won't change the world, you alone." His answer was crystal clear. "Maybe you're right. I'm pretty sure that death will find me giving it a try." Giving it a try is not always succeeding, but it opens a way, makes a life meaningful. The dream, perhaps naive, according to some, of Jean-Baptiste de La Salle, has lasted for 350 years now. More than 350 years of patient work to build fraternity and therefore ways to peace. So behind de La Salle's dream surely lies a profound hope, which is the one of the gospel itself, to make daily gestures, to adopt an attitude that brings the kingdom closer to those around us, make a Lasallian's life meaningful. You will realize that our closing celebration does not mean that our commitment to peace can wait to start again next year. So keep the momentum, keep smiling, go on building fraternity and peace around you, and leave Jesus in our hearts forever. Thank you so much for inviting me to this event.
Thank you, brother, for this great message. I'm sure that we all reflected and we will create strategies to commit ourselves to maintain the peace for our country. Thank you for your reflection.
As we launched the 2022 ILDP over a month ago, we have opened the invitation to Lasallians globally to share with us their activities and events in schools, institutions, districts, and regions in lieu of the month-long campaign for peace. Now, we will move to the part of the program where we will feature these activities. Testimonies have been shared from Brazil, Mexico, Congo, USA, and the Philippines. To start it off, let's go to Brazil. In Brazil, we have 2 groups that have shared their projects with us, La Salle Niterói and La Salle São Carlos. First, from Niterói, their project is inspired by Project Kindness, Generous Kindness. This joint project was done for the International Lasallian Days for Peace and the National Traffic Day, which was celebrated on September 25th. Students participating in the youth groups of the 7th grade and 9th grade proposed an intervention on the streets of Niteroi neighborhood in order to raise awareness of pedestrians and especially drivers for the search of more harmonious relationship in traffic. As you can see in the pictures, the students produced posters and distributed paper bags with messages encouraging kindness and peace. The activity is one of the initiatives of LaSalle Niteroi School in the ILDP. We would like to thank Leonardo Quiles Ramos, Pastoral Coordinator of LaSalle Niteroi, for sharing with us their activities. Secondly, with the group from LaSalle Sao Carlos, 3 major initiatives were done: Peace Dynamics, Peace Initiatives, and a partnership between Brazil and Mexico, as you can see in the photos and videos we have. Firstly, with Peace Dynamics, is a sequence of activities carried out with the students of elementary promoted by the students of SOMOS, a Lasallian youth group. Secondly, Peace Initiatives, which is the promotion of initiatives from representatives of the pastoral in each class of the secondary school too. And last but not least, the partnership between Brazil and Mexico. It was invited by the Febres Cordero community in Guadalajara in Mexico. Both exchange videos presenting both communities and also the different peace initiatives promoted by their students. We would like to thank Diego Tavares, Pastoral Coordinator from LaSalle Sao Carlos, for sharing with us their activities.
Thank you, Clifford. Moving on to our second group, we will welcome to Young Lasallians for the Philippines to share their activities for ILDP. I would like to call China and her team from the La Salle University in Philippines to share with us their activities.
A pleasant day to all of you. I am China Chua from De La Salle University, Manila, Philippines. We have partnered with the Student Catholic Action Philippines, which implements the Power of Goodness. The Power of Goodness is one of the various works of Friends Peace Teams, a spirit-led organization that works globally and works to develop long-term relationships with communities in conflict around the world to create programs for peace building, healing, and reconciliation. So, what's the purpose of Power of Goodness events? So, the purpose of Power of Goodness events is to effectively outreach to thousands of young people in parishes, schools, and communities nationwide through colleges and universities. The Power of Positive Psychology sessions from Goodness give Filipino adults and even youth a room and a chance to participate in a conversation of peace and help them develop into groups that support and practice peace. A 2-hour workshop with the theme Price of Peace will be executed. Our chosen theme came from the Alternatives to Violence Project, Cultures of Peace Special Themes Agenda Structure. As one of our events' objective is to share and emphasize nonviolence, reconciliation, and healing to reach out to people, including those who struggle with peace building in their own place. The main part of the program is actually a story reading or storytelling, followed by a discussion, an activity, a play, a reflection, and a conclusion. Furthermore, the shared theme or the story entitled Price of Peace is a story from the life of a real person. Illustrations will be also shown to us that were made by children. in ways compelling to people of any age, depicting the excitement of action, the joy of seeing from new perspectives, and the encouragement of small acts that make big differences. The story depicts instructional moments in how to rely on the power of goodness in difficult situations and the amazing results of doing so. To give you a gist of the story, the Price of Peace shows the experience shared by Palestinians and Israelis of meeting with each other after several years of violence and chaos. At the end of the previous Power of Goodness workshops, and hopefully with ours also, all participants were greatly inspired to act with courage and to bring good into the lives around them. We believe we should continue to choose and rise from peace, with our world being affected by these circumstances of war and conflict and all other societal ills we are facing. Now is the time to call for action and build new paths to peace together and by association.
A huge shout out and thank you to our young Lasallians all the way from the east back in Philippines. Thank you for sharing with us your initiatives and activities throughout the ILDP. Up next, we will be showing a prayer video which was created by our Lasallian brothers from the Christian Schools Midwest District or CB Midwest in the USA. Special thanks to Brother Gus Sinko and the CB Midwest District for sharing this prayer with us. You can access this video by going through their YouTube channel called Christian Brothers of the Midwest.
Thank you so much to our brothers from CB Midwest District. In Mexico, the different schools of the district Antillas, Mexico Sub, carried out different activities in search of better ways to contribute to peace. The activities from were prayers, conferences, dynamics, masses, among others. Let's see photos that were shared with the ILDP team. We thank you to our Lasallias partners from Campus Santa Teresa, San Juan Rio, Cristóbal Colón, La Salle, Mexico, Salle Nezahualcóyotl, and Vaso de Quiroga, Michoacán, for sharing this with us.
San Juan Bautista de la Salle nos dejó una misión: construir un mundo cada vez mejor. Fe, fraternidad, servicio, nuestra identidad. Todos de la mano, somos más. Juntos, mejor juntos, todos juntos. Podemos alegrar el mundo juntos, fiesta nos dio permiso para cantar esta canción. Todos como hermanos, en comunidad. Abre la mente al futuro de la educación. Un nuevo contexto se hace realidad. Por eso juntos, mejor juntos, todos juntos, podemos alegrar el mundo. Juntos, mejor juntos, todos juntos, juntos más.
Moving on to our next presentation, we will present a video report of Journées Lasalliennes of the Congo. A big thank you to La Salle Congo TV for producing this report.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Lufungu Lasallienne, j'étudie au complexe scolaire Frères Zouza, j'ai 10 ans. Chers Lasalliens et Lasalliennes, nous vous invitons à célébrer du 21 septembre au 21 octobre 2022 les Journées mondiales lasalliennes pour la paix avec thème Nouvelles voies pour la paix. Je suis Lasallienne et je suis prête pour la paix.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Tawini Gabat Marie-Rose, j'ai 10 ans. Alors que nous continuons à choisir et nous élever pour la paix, jeunes Lasalliens, il est temps de rimer avec le mot de la paix, afin de redessiner le monde pour un vivre ensemble plus fraternel. Moi, je suis Lasallienne et je suis prête pour la paix.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ansima Roussina Léonie, j'étudie au complexe scolaire Frères Zouza, je suis en 6e année B et j'ai 11 ans. Chers Lasalliens, la paix n'est pas seulement l'absence des conflits, c'est une invitation à accepter et à célébrer les différences, à être inclusif, à respecter, à reconnaître et à écouter les autres. Je suis Lasallienne et je suis prête pour la paix.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Kyungu Kalugunda, je suis en 6e A, j'ai 11 ans. Chers Lasalliens et Lasalliennes, une paix réelle et durable n'est possible qu'à partir d'une éthique globale de solidarité et de coopération au service d'un avenir façonné par l'interdépendance et la co-responsabilité au sein de toute la famille humaine. Je suis Lasallienne et je suis prête pour la paix.
My name is Seguiobe. I study at Zuza Primary School. I'm in 6th grade D. I am 11 years old. I want to talk about peace. The peace make happiness, confidence, confidence. Where the no peace, her peace. Look of confidence, remain look for peace. Want everyone. I am Lasallienne. I will ready for peace.
Bonjour chers Lasalliens et Lasalliennes. Je m'appelle Blanquette Nouramonde de la 6e année B, j'ai 11 ans. Une paix réelle et durable n'est possible qu'à partir d'une éthique globale de solidarité et de coopération au service d'un avenir façonné par l'interdépendance et la co-responsabilité au sein de toute la famille humaine. Merci de m'avoir écouté, je suis Lasallienne et je suis prête pour la paix.
My name is Louis Bolumbu. I study at Zuza Primary School. I'm in 6th grade C. Dear Lasallians, I want to talk about peace. Peace is a grateful greatness that we make with everybody. Where there is peace, there is no conflicts. I want to make peace to live happily ever after with everybody. I am ready for peace.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Yombo Songe, j'ai 10 ans, je suis en 6e année A. Notre monde est affecté par les circonstances de la guerre et des conflits et par tous les autres maux sociétaux auxquels nous sommes toujours confrontés. Il est temps de passer à l'action, il est temps d'appeler l'action. Je suis Lasallienne et je suis prête pour la paix.
Morning, dear Lasallian. I think that you're fine. I'm Grace Albuisi Macchiadi. I'm in the third form scientific B. I'm a young Lasallian, a YL. So, today we'll talk about peace. What is the peace? Let me tell you guys that peace is not only the absence of conflicts. No. Peace is also the fight to accept others with their differences, to respect them, and to live in a mood of joy. So, I'm a young Lasallian and I'm ready for the peace.
Thank you to everyone who shared and sent us their ILDP activities. I'm sure that both our Zoom and social media audience appreciate every event that took place around the world. Now, we move on the next part to our program.
At this moment, we would now move to the next part of our program. I would like to call on Cécile Lenoy of the District of Belgium North to explain to us this process. Thank you, Cécile.
Now, our turn to act. At the end of the prayer, we have an act of peace. And here we have a text that tells us about the power of smiling. Because peace begins with a smile, says Mother Teresa. So we are invited all together to share our smile. And there is a little text which is French, written by a French guy, and here is the text. There is a good way to create a friendly soul, the smile, not the ironic, mocking smile, the smile that judges and belittles, but the broad, clear smile, the scout smile, full of laughter. Knowing how to smile, what strength! It is a calming force, a force of gentleness, of calm, a force of radiance. A guy makes a comment as you pass by. You are in a hurry. You pass, but smile. Smile brightly. If your smile is frank, joyful, your fellow will smile too, and the incident will be closed in peace. Try it. You want to give a comrade a criticism you think necessary. Give him advice to think useful. Criticism, advice, hard things to swallow. But smile. Compensate for the harshness of the words with the affection in your eyes. the laughter on your lips, with your whole cheerful physiognomy. And your criticism, your advice will be more effective because it will not have hurt. There are times when, in the face of certain distress, words cannot come. Words of consolation do not want to come. Smile with all your heart, with all your compassionate soul. You have suffered. The silent smile of a friend has comforted you. You cannot fail to have had this experience. Do the same for others. Christ said, "When your sacred wood harasses and tears me, give me the strength to do the charity of the smile." Smile is a charity. Smile at that poor man to whom you just given 2 pennies, at that lady whom you've just given up your seat, at that gentleman who apologizes because he ran over your foot in passing. It's sometimes difficult to find the right word, the right attitude, the right gestures, but smile. It's so easy. It makes so many things better.
Creaky faucet, creaky floor. We don't even own a bathroom door. The sofa set is nothing to be jealous of. We don't have a lot, but there's no shortage here for love. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. All the pennies in the wishing wells, all the diamonds Tiffany's could sell, all the riches put together, all the sunny California weather could not make me love you any better. You could give me all that I request, and if you fancy, darling, be my guest, but I'll take less if more means having less of you. Who needs sequin shoes, a private jet to Kathmandu? Oh, 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 oh. All the pennies in the wishing wells, all the diamonds Tiffany's could sell, all the riches put together, all the sunny California weather could not make me love you any better. I don't need your money, just your kisses and your funny faces, which I miss when you're away. Oh, 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 all the pennies in the wishing wells, all the diamonds Tiffany's could sell, all the riches put together, all the sunny California weather could not make me love you any better.
So now it's your turn. Share your smile in your life, in your school, your city, your family. As a sign of this smile, share also a photo of your smile on our Padlet, so we will be a sign of this great Lasallian family of peace. Now it's a time for you to download a beautiful photo of you smiling on our Padlet. We will share with you a link to our Padlet. Just share now a smiling picture of you. Maintenant, c'est à vous. Partagez votre sourire dans votre vie, dans votre école, votre vie, votre famille. En signe de ce sourire, partagez aussi une photo sur notre Padlet. Une photo de vous, une belle photo en train de sourire, qui sera un signe que nous sommes une grande famille lasallienne en marche sur ce chemin de la paix.
Thank you, Cecil. What an amazing and beautiful sharing that you have shared with us. And that's why I've been keeping this smile on throughout this program so that we could share this piece with all you Lasallians out there. There you have it. Those were the activities and events that were shared with us for the 2022 International Lasallian Days for Peace. On behalf of the entire organizing team of the 2022 ILDP, I would like to thank all of our Lasallian partners and friends who shared with us their activities. We will conclude the online broadcast for now, but if you still want to join us, you can still join us in the Lasallian Café on Zoom to discuss different topics in small groups and have the chance to share your ideas and thoughts with different people from different countries. Who knows who might benefit from these amazing suggestions and ideas? Do come and join us, and you will still be able to join us by scanning the QR code that is flashed now on screen, or by clicking the link which is pinned on the Facebook and YouTube Connect's comment section. Do come and join us, and we will see you all there shortly.
Gracias, Clifford. I'm Luz Ceballos y esto es Indivisa Manent. Permanezcamos unidos.
And I'm Clifford from Malaysia. This is Indivisa Manent. We are LASALLE. Again, just a reminder to our Zoom participants, please do not leave the call just as yet, as we will resume and be with you in the plenary for the Lasallian Cafe in just a moment.